Hello everyone. This is a different type of video than I normally do. I mean, I normally stream. I normally do this all live, for everyone to see, and then post things on YouTube. This is very different. This is more of a vlog version. Well, a sit down and talk actually more than a vlog, because I have something going on in my personal life that is very important. It's very personal. It's very individual, and it's I'm not gonna say I'm not embarrassed by it at all. I'm just um it's just a difficult topic, and it's a topic that has so many negative connotations towards it, and I don't think it's necessarily needs to have so much negative connotations towards it, based on the fact that it's not a bad thing. It's actually a very positive thing in ways of changing your life and potentially even your mental health. I know for me, this is going to really, hopefully, really increase my mental health. So let me give you a bit of a backstory, and also this video may never go online. If I choose it to go online, it's because I think it's a topic that needs to be discussed, and I'm happy to discuss it. It's just very personal, and I want people to be just to be kind in the comments. There's no need for any nastiness. Um anyway, moving on. Let me just give you a little bit of backstory. So I have struggled with my weight for the last 31 years. I mean, ever since I was basically born. I was a big baby, apparently, according to my mum. So I was a big baby, and I don't think it was just that. I think I my family really love food, and I don't have any blame on them for how I was. It's just who I was, who I grew up to be. Um, and there's just a lot there was a lot of factors that went into it. So I've always been a big girl. I've been teased, I've been bullied about my weight. I've had a lot of troll, not actually, not a lot, I've had quite a few trolls online, um with people saying, oh, look at her, look how fat she is, like, what, like, I can take it now, it's whatever. Not very nice, but it is what it is. And I expect that when I post things on last night. Do also expect to get some of those comments in this video, because this is a very personal video to me. Anyway, so I've done all the diets. I mean, not all of the diets. Some of the ones I feel that are safer to do. There's some diets in the world that I don't think are safe or healthy to do, so I will never do those. So I've tried the Slim Fast diet. I've done Weight Watchers, and Weight Watchers I did actually lose quite a bit of weight on, but unfortunately that time in my life I didn't have much money, and it was quite expensive, so I couldn't really afford to do it. So I chose not to carry on. And I thought that I could do it on my own, but actually, you can't do it on your own. You need the support of, whether that's a support from family, if that works for you. That didn't really work for me because of a lot of childhood things that went on. Nothing really negative, but more of that, just how my family dynamic worked. I love my family. They support me 100%, and I'm forever grateful to them. But there was a lot of other things that went on that sort of didn't contribute, and I'm going to cry because you can tell. Anyway, you can tell it's very emotional for me. But I'm going through a stage of where it's going to be really positive. I'm trying really hard not to cry, so if I look up, it's because I'm trying to, like, take the tears out of my eyes. Anyway, I'm going to try and do this in one fell swoop without having to edit too much, because I hate editing videos, hence why I stream. um, anyway, I've tried, as I said, I've tried the Weight Watchers, I tried Noom, I've tried Slim Fast, I've tried just a normal diet, I've tried the 5-2, all of this with exercise as well. I've been to the gym, I've had a personal trainer for a while, but when I had a personal trainer, I lived in Brighton, and I don't live in Brighton anymore. I moved, and I moved twice since I lived in Brighton. So many things and so many factors have changed my life, and I'm now in a space where I'm stable. I have a good a decently paid job, and I've got a stable home. I have my cat. I have a lot of stability now, financially as well. So I have made the decision based on lots of factors to have surgery. And I'm having what's called a gastric sleeve, which I'm going to let you Google rather than me explain it. It's basically they remove part of your stomach to make it smaller, um, which in turn like remove not it changes like your hormone levels and your hunger hormone. I can't remember what it's called. Um, I should have looked this up beforehand. But maybe if I do edit it, I'll link some things about it in the description below anyway, so you can have a look and get a good idea of what it is. And I'm sure lots of people have seen it because there's lots of TV shows about people like £600 Life, £1,000 Sisters. Lots of different people have had this very similar surgeries. There's lots of different types of this surgery, but I'm going for the gastric sleeve. So I'm having this surgery in a week, which I'm very excited about. Nervous but excited. This is my first ever surgery. I've never had surgery before. It's scary, but I'm ready for it. And yes, people can say that having surgery is the lazy way out. Is not the lazy way out. It's a tool. You still have to work really hard. And I mean, I've worked really hard. The last month, I've been on this ridiculous diet that we have to do, which is called the LRD. Each surgeon has a different type of diet, so please, if you are thinking about having this surgery, the surgery will be different for each surgeon. They will have different guidelines, so please take everything I say with a grain of salt, because then it might be different for you in your journey. So I'm on the LRD diet, where I have to have 4 Slim Fast shakes a day. They usually ask you to have the ready-made bottles, which I found too sweet. So I do the powder and the milk combination, but they do say you have to follow the instructions on the packet to the T. If you do it wrong, then you're only harming yourself and potentially the chances of this surgery going well. So I'm gonna have 4 Slim Fast shakes. I have to have 2.5 litres of liquid, and that can include decaf coffee and tea, water obviously, sugar-free squash, sugar-free flavoured water, basically anything sugar-free, so no juices, no caffeinated food drinks. And the caffeine is purely, at least from my point of view, it's purely to stop you from having the caffeine headaches. It's to stop you from having that during surgery, because no one wants to go through surgery and then have the headache because you're on a caffeine withdrawal. So it's basically just to save that. And also we have to have a salty drink, and that includes things like Bovril, like 2 to 3 teaspoons of Bovril, which you can mix in with water, which I hated. It's disgusting. I mean, some people really like it, and that's fine. Each to their own. Or you can have a stock cube. And they say OXO or Knorr stock cube. Half of those. Half of one, not one whole one. And that is literally all the salt you have. So you go, basically, it's all full sweet. So yes, you have to do that, and the length of time depends on what the surgeon says to you. So again, the LRD diet will be different for each person. So please don't take my advice on it. Please speak to your dietitian if you're going to go through this surgery. And then so I'm on this. I've been on this for the last 3. I'm on it for a total of 4 weeks. I'm on to my 4th week now, so I'm a week away from surgery, which I'm very excited about, as I said. But 4 weeks on this diet is insane. It's not a diet that you should ever do unless you're having the surgery. It's not a safe diet. It's not healthy. But I have to do it to make the surgery easier and there be less risk. So I have lost over a stone on this surgery, no, on this diet so far. Over the weeks to go, I hope I will have more of an update of how much exactly I've lost. When I have the surgeries, I'm sure they'll weigh me. I'm quite excited to know because my figures won't be completely accurate based on the fact that they use a more accurate scale. So I'll go based on their scales rather than my own, just because it'd be easier and more accurate, as I said. Um, so yeah, so that's what's happening. It's exciting, it's scary. There's a lot of things that is going to change in my life, and the quantity of foods. I will lose weight quite quickly. I have heard from other people that you lose weight. Uh, you can lose quite a lot of weight very very quickly after surgery. So I do, as long as you put the work in and you don't sort of you follow the rules of what you're supposed to do. If you don't follow the rules, then well, you've only got yourself to blame, really. So yeah, so that is my update. That is what's happening. As I said, I will leave some links to any um, sort of helpful advice in the description below if you're deciding you want to go through something similar. What I will ask is people just be kind to each other. Let's not be mean or rude to anyone in the comments. Is not necessary, and this is very personal to me. So I would be very grateful if people could be kind, because I know there's so much negative things going around about this, about having surgery for this, but if it's the way for people to go, to give them a tool to help them lose that weight, because it's not an easy feat. Yes, it does work for some people, and really I'm very proud of them, and that if that then great, that's worked for them, but it doesn't work for everyone. Remember that everyone has a different walk in life, everyone has a different way of living. People's mental health is in a different space. They may not be able to make that decision. And so the decision I've made is based on what's right for me, which may not be right for you, or it might be right for you. You just don't know. It's worth exploring. So for those of you who are struggling like I have in your life, and this is something you're thinking about, this is my experience. This is what I'm going through. This is where I'm at. I think this is going to really sort of boost my self confidence. Um, and just find people and have people around you that are really supportive. Let's beat this negative connotation on this um, surgery, because it's unnecessary. It's not the lazy way out. As my dietitian says, being overweight is a medical condition, and the only way to really get it off is to potentially, not the only way, but the most successful way of doing it is to have the surgery. And yes, as I said, I do know people that have lost the weight through diet and exercise, and yes, I do know that works, but it doesn't work for everyone. So please bear that in mind. And yes, after this, I am going to have to still do exercise. The diet won't be as difficult because I won't be able to eat as much, but I will still have to exercise, and that's fine. And I'm willing to do that because I'm at that stage where, as long as I can fight the other half of it, I can fight the other half, if that makes sense. um, it's not going to be an easy road. I'm fully aware of that. But I'm also fully aware that if I didn't do this, then nothing would change. And I want to have children. I want to have children safely. I want to be able to have IVF if I want to have IVF. At the moment, I can't have IVF. Also, I have another medical condition that will be not resolved through weight loss, but it will significantly decrease the amount of pain that I'm in daily. So there's so many reasons for it, and everyone has their own reasons, so please be kind. And I'm rambling now, so I am going to end this very shortly, but I may do another update. I will be doing another update, at least whether it's going to be something I post or not, it'll be after surgery. This is probably, and they'll probably come quite close after each other because, to be honest, I'm not going to post this straight away. Um, yeah. Anyway, I do have. I'm just going to plug myself a little bit here. I do stream. I stream video games. I'm very much a gamer. I'm a gamer girl. I've always enjoyed games. Ever since I was little. Just yeah, basically. So if you're interested in that type of content, please go check out my Twitch. All of my links are in the description below, and also please subscribe. And if you would like me to do like an update video after surgery and how I'm feeling, and maybe even an update as I keep going, then I'm more than happy to do that if people want it. I yeah. So please just let me know if that's something you want to know more about, and I'll do some more updates, and maybe my cat might join me for some of them if she's feeling so inclined. She's not exactly the lap cat. As anyone who watches me stream knows that my cat is not a lap cat. She's very much a wild one. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, oh god, I'm rambling. I need to stop. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this was informative, and I hope you take something from this that's positive. And just a reminder, please be kind. There's no need to be nasty. And I will see you in my next stream. Maybe. Bye.